I don't know. I'm anxious to get back home.
I'm sure you are. Well, let's do this first.
Yes,
okay?
all right. We'll wait till the interview's over.
Okay. In your new book, it's called No Going Back. You include a story about shooting your dog, despite your team telling you not to put that in the book. I have to say the decision didn't go down well. To include the story about the dog, it's not gone down well. Many people are questioning your political future.
Well, I don't think you have the facts straight. This was a vicious, dangerous dog that was a working dog. And I had to make a choice between the safety of my children and an animal that was killing livestock and attacking people. So it's included because a lot of politicians run from the truth.
Was it a puppy?
They try to hide from tough decisions. It was a very hard decision for me. It was 20 years ago.
Was it a puppy?
No, it was an adult working dog. It was an adult working dog that was attacking livestock.
14 months old?
And killing livestock.
The dog was 14 months old?
It was a year and a half old, the dog was, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you think it was good politics to include that story?
That has been a story that's been out there for years, Stuart. My political opponents have used it for years, so I want people to know the truth on it.
Do you still think you
what this book is about?
Could you be the vice president of Donald Trump?
I tell you what, the only person who decides that is Donald Trump. Donald Trump is the only person who will decide who his vice president is.
And have you
and I trust him to pick the person
since the dog story emerged recently?
Yes, I talk to Donald Trump often, absolutely. And I will tell you one thing, is that he needs somebody who will help him win. And I have told him that I have supported him from the very beginning. When he was in the White House, I was on offense every day in South Dakota. I was fighting for my people. He was helping me bring solutions to them. And I need to get him back in the White House so I can continue to do my job and continue to protect freedom and liberty in South Dakota. So he knows that I just want him to win and that I'll do whatever I can to help.
If you were writing the book today, would you include the dog story?
You know, this is a wonderful book. Did you read the book?
Not yet.
Oh, you should. The first chapter.
But the question stands.
The whole first
chapter. If you were writing it today,
yes, I'm
would
proud
you
of this
include
book.
the dog story?
I'm proud of this book. If you read the first chapter, it's all about when this rioting started. When you turn on the news today and all you see that's happening on these college campuses and what's going on with supporting Hamas and the pro-terrorist organizations, the first chapter in this book covers the riots that happened at the RNC at the White House and how that started with Antifa. And the fact that this president that's in the White House, Joe Biden, will not shut this down and that they're chanting hatred towards the Jewish people and exterminating them, that's what people should be talking about, Stuart.
Your political
and so I know that a lot of people are using attacks and trying to take me down because they're scared of me. Listen, I've run 12 campaigns and all I've done is one. I win everything that I do.
Support you on shooting the dog.
I'm honest. Well, I've heard a lot of people. I've heard a lot of people that say, listen, this was 20 years ago. 50 states.
With emails.
50
we put this on the show.
Have a law in the books.
You're going to be on, and we've been consumed with emails saying, I won't vote for this person. I won't vote for Trump if he puts her in the vice presidential spot.
Well, I'll tell you, Stuart, I'm sorry you're not hearing from real Americans that live on farms and ranches. Because if every state has a law in the books that allows for animals that are killing livestock and attacking people to be handled this way.
Okay.
And so I made a decision as a mom, and I'm a grandma, that the safety of my children and the safety of people was what I needed to decide on, basis protecting them from a very dangerous animal.
Okay, I'll move on to something much more positive. Do you still think that you are in line to be Trump's vice president?
No, it's up to Donald Trump. He's the only person who will decide this. He's the only person who will decide. And yes, I do speak to him.
May I ask what he said to you about being vice president?
I never tell anybody my personal conversations with
Did the dog story
President
come up
Trump.
in a conversation with
Trump? I talk to President Trump all the time.
About the dog?
About a lot of things. And right now, I tell you what, he is being persecuted in a political witch hunt in this court case. So I'm proud of him about how tough he is and how well he is doing.
Did you bring up the dog?
Yes, enough, Stuart.
With Trump? Did you bring up the dog with Trump?
This interview is ridiculous what you were doing right now. So you need to stop. It is.
Okay.
It is. Let's talk about some real topics that Americans care about.
I'm afraid we're out of time.
Oh, well, of course we are.
We do thank you for being with us.
Right.
I know I pressed hard, but that's what people are talking about to this day.
Yeah.
Governor Noem, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.